Hey everybody, welcome back to Adam's Lights. Thanks for watching. I know this has been a long time coming. Everybody's been excited about seeing the collection back up and running, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I get a lot of questions all the time about how I wire everything up, how it's all powered, how it all works, and I'm able to keep it all powered all the time. So I thought what I would do is start today from the very first day that I start wiring all this up, so you can see the entire process from beginning to end, to see how I power everything, how it's all done, how I get everything wired, and how I keep track of what is going to end up being about 6,100 feet of wire by the time it's all done. So I'm going to bring you guys along for the entire installation process, and hopefully you'll get a better understanding of how we do this. So let's do it. Alright, so you guys may have remembered in a picture I posted, here is all the cabling. It's about 7,400 total feet, only about 6,100 of which I'm actually going to use. But I do have some other projects that will come later that aren't particularly Lightbar related, which you'll see in some other videos. But as you can see, it's all color-coded. I have orange, yellow, green, red, gray, white, purple, blue, and brown. And then I have all the black wire for the ground. So basically what I'm going to do, so you guys kind of get an idea, is I am going to use the same 6 colors over and over for every bar, regardless of what color wire comes out of the bar. So it's going to be, I believe it's blue, red, well, actually I don't remember. But we'll get to that. I'll show you kind of a spreadsheet of what I'm going to be using. And we're going to use the same ones over and over and over again. And it'll basically go from every single bar. And it's going to come over. I might go up into the ceiling. I actually don't know yet. But let's say from that first row over there, I'll take all the cables from every bar up. It's going to come across. And here, in this case here, it's going to be where everything's controlled from. What my plan is I'm going to take out all of these shelves. I'm going to mount a piece of wood against the back wall back there. And I'm going to mount all my power supplies to that. I'm also going to bring 4 separate circuits of 20 amps from my breaker panel into this cabinet, so that I can have my 4 different power supplies, each on their own 20 amp circuit. That's one of the key factors that allows me to run all of this simultaneously. Once I get all that mounted on the back wall, I'm going to adjust the depths of these shelves here so that the cables can run down the back. And then I'll have the switches mounted up here. Right now they're just sitting on the shelves, but eventually they'll be actually mounted, and I'll do some kind of facing that looks real nice. But that's kind of my plan right now. Again, you guys are doing this with me as I do it, so I may change my mind or update some ideas as we go along. But anyways, that's the plan. And so my first step will be to take all these shelves out and then start to install the wood on the back wall, and then we'll run some electrical from the breaker panel. Okay, so I got my plywood backboard in there, as you can see. Nothing fancy, just an easy way to attach all the power supplies and everything and cabling. It's a good grounding material. I can put my grounding bars on there and don't have anything to worry about. So that's my plan. Now I'll start laying in the electrical from the breaker box to get power to my power supplies. Okay guys, sorry, I've been having a ton of camera issues, so you didn't get to see the full time lapse of this build, but it's done now. So you can see I've got 4 outlets down on the bottom. and then 4 switches up top here, and these are lit switches. I don't have them active yet right now, but those are lit, so you can see where they are and if they're on. The thing that probably the only thing I do not like about these Power Max inverters compared to the Tripp Lite ones is that they don't have a power switch on them. As soon as you plug them in, they're on. So what I've done is I've hooked these 4 light switches up to each one of these 4 outlets. I've split these duplexes up, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. That way I can turn them on and off as needed. Don't have to go flip breakers. Don't have to unplug anything. Everything will stay plugged in and nice and clean. These leads are kind of long. I don't like the way it looks when it's plugged in here. I don't like that loop. So what I'll end up probably doing is cutting this down and putting on a new plug so that it just kind of goes right in here and it's nice and clean. So yeah, so that's done. So now we can move on.